talk about Moses Itauma versus Dillion Whyte undercard from last night. Alright, so first fight, Filip Hrgovic versus David Adelaide, and this was such a banging fight, especially in round 8. Round 8 was by far the best round. Both swinging, both going at it, both just didn't look like they were going to stop. Both, that was just like the best round of all the fight. That was iconic, that was epic, one of the best rounds of this year. And then Hrgovic drops him. And then moments after, Adley gets back up and he's punching Hrgovic all over. And I do not know how Hrgovic goes down. Hrgovic, he has such a good chin. Honestly, his chin is so underrated. He doesn't go down. And wow, what a good chin. And yeah, it's just, from the start it was slow. I mean, Hrgovic, he was using his IQ, he was outboxing him in the early rounds, but then round 8 obviously was when they were both swinging at it. And then, yeah, Hrgovic won by unanimous decision. What's next for him? I mean, maybe him versus Moses Itauma, maybe potentially Hrgovic versus AJ, Wardley, Piccoli, Hooney, Anderson. There's so much, there's so many fights he could fight in the heavyweight. But yeah, wow, what a fight. Congrats, Filip Hrgovic. Next up, Haito Tusimi versus Qais Ashfaq, and this was an absolute total domination. He absolutely bullied him from literally the first round. He knocked him down in the first round, and it's just like his speed, his combos, his footwork, everything looks so great. Everything looks so good. He's only 26 as well, such a young prospect, and I knew it was going to be a knockout, a domination, simply because the other guy, Ashfaq, he didn't fight him. He hadn't fought in more than like 5 years or something. But yeah, Tsumi absolutely dominated him, bullied him, just landing great combos, quick hands, and then in the second round he knocks him down 3 times. One of them was on the back of the head, and then after that it was right on the head, right on the chin. And yeah, he didn't know where he was, and ref had to stop it. And yeah, Haito Tusumi, he has a 100% knockout ratio. He's knocked all of his opponents out. He's 8-0 with 8 knockouts. This kid is the future. The Tusumi brothers are the future of boxing, Japanese boxing and boxing in general. I cannot wait to see them fight more next year. Honestly, what a fight, and what a total domination performance. Congratulations, Haito. Next up, we got Raymond Ford versus Abraham Nova, and I expect Raymond Ford to get a knockout, but I think, and especially Abraham Nova fighting the short notice, but I feel like Abraham Nova might just have a good chin, to be honest. I mean, Raymond, he was outboxing him, he dominated him, but I expecting a knockout, but I guess Abraham Nova had a good chin. I mean, he's landing good, heavy shots, eye-catching shots, but just couldn't knock him out, just couldn't knock him down even. But yeah, Raymond Ford still wins. He's now 18-1, only losses to Nick Ball. Potentially, I reckon it should be a rematch between Raymond Ford and Nick Ball, because that was a split decision and it was really, really close. But yeah, congratulations to Raymond Ford, and yeah, good performance. So I've just talked about him as well. The Scouser, Nick Ball, beat Sam Goodman via unanimous decision, and this was a great fight. This was fight of the night in my opinion. Definitely fight of the night, and one of the best fights of this year. Absolutely brilliant, man. What a fight. I mean, Sam Goodman, I'll tell you why, he's a tough lad, and he put up such a great performance, such a great bout to entertain us all. Sam Goodman, he had great footwork. He was on his combos well. Nick Ball is where he does best. Does his jabs, his uppercuts, lands good uppercuts. Quick with his hands. Some of them, he didn't miss some of his shots as well. But Sam Goodman was more about accuracy and placement. Ball was about power, I would say. But yeah, in my opinion, Nick Ball was the right man to win it. I'll tell you what though, the scorecards were really wide. I mean, one of them was like 117 to 110. And then another one was like 111 to 118 or something like that. Like, the scorecards were really wide. I reckon it should have been by split decision, because that was such a great fight. But I tell you what, a rematch between these two, that would be good. And a rematch potentially between Nick Ball and Raymond Ford as well. Why not? Would love to see it. Two pretty extremely close first fights. So why not? Why not a second time? Why not a rematch? And then maybe he can move on to Inoue, because Inoue, he's got MG in September, and then in December he could potentially have another fight, maybe, and then after that, um, early next year, it's rumored that he's fighting Junto. No, actually, sorry, I'm wrong. In September, he's planning to fight MG, and then in December, he's planning to fight Junto in Kanti, and then maybe early next year, why not get on between Nick Ball and Inoue? But in the meantime, Nick Ball maybe potentially one fight at the end of the year, potentially a rematch against Raymond Ford, and then about going into next year, a rematch between him and Goodman, then get some extra rest. If he wins both of them, then give him a new it. See how he does. But yeah, congratulations to Scouse and Nick Ball, who successfully defended his WBA featherweight world title belt and remains the only English male champion as of today. Congratulations. And next up, let's talk about the main event, the one we've all been waiting for, but we didn't have to wait too long. Moses Itauma versus Dillion Whyte. And even before they came out, Dillion Whyte was using his old tactics to try and delay things, to try and get Moses nervous, to try and get the nerves to Moses, but Moses at all was not nervous. Round one knockout within like 2 minutes. Bloody hell, this kid is absolutely sensational, absolutely class. And Moses Itauma does what he does best, using the feints to try and confuse his opponents, to drop off the shoulder and then landing great shots, heavy shots. He was patient as well, because when Dillion was on the ropes, I was saying, Moses, punch him up, come on, punch him, quick, punch him, keep going, keep going, keep going. It's like he stopped, but he was patient. He reminds me, look, I'm not trying to compare him and Usyk, but that's something that Usyk does as well. Whenever the opponent's on the ropes, he's not a fight that's going to be swinging out. He's not going to be swinging out, throwing punches like a madman. He's going to be patient and land the shots accurately, and that's what he did. And he knocked Dillion Whyte out in the first round. And when Dillion Whyte tried to get up, he did not know where he was. He did not know where he was. Trust me. And yeah, but listen, it's unfortunate to see Dillion Whyte go out like this, a legend like him, and he only has like 3 losses on his record to absolute legend, to absolute like one of the best, to, the best boxers of this generation, in the likes of Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury, and now Itauma, and I forgot who else he lost to. Really, I can't remember who else he lost to, but yeah, Moses Itauma, this kid, he is the future, and I am so excited to see him go much, much more farther. And he even said himself, he has 10-15 years left in the sport, and those 10-15 years are going to be really exciting. But the question is, who's next? Alright, now people, the crowd is saying Usyk. Look, it's not time to give him Usyk yet, okay? Yes, he's knocked out Dillion Whyte, but don't forget, Dillion Whyte is old. Alright, he's washed. Dillion Whyte is arguably washed. Give him an opponent like Wardley next, then potentially move on to, actually, I would say, give him Anderson, then give him Bacoli, then give him Huni, then give him Wardley, then give him AJ, then give him Dubois, then give him Parker, well, the winner of Parker and Cabiel, and then after, if he clears all them out, give him Usyk. That's what I would say. But first, he still needs to work his way up, and he's only young. He's only 20 years old. Listen, it feels like this kid's 30 years old. Honestly, it's total domination, man. And there's knockouts, and he now has, I think, it's at 11 knockouts in 13 fights. I'm pretty sure it is. Well, I'm pretty sure it is something like that. But yeah, congratulations to Moses Itauma. And yeah, I cannot wait to see him go much farther. And what a night of boxing that was. Wow.